Hello again. This is Jacki Kellum, and I'm going to be repainting something I've already painted. I've already said this, but there are no sunflowers out today, growing in my garden today. It's January 9th. So, no sunflowers. So, I'm going to be, and I'm starting a watercolor class, and they need something to look at to paint. And so I had some prints of this one. So this is Sunflower with the blues. Jacki Kellum Watercolor Sunflower with the blues. And that's what I'm gonna be painting. And I already have drawn that lightly on my paper. And now I'm going to start. All right, I have this Velvet Touch Princeton long round. I'm going to use the 14, and I'm going to go from yellow, cadmium yellow light, cadmium yellow medium, cadmium yellow dark, cadmium yellow orange, cadmium red light. I doubt if I even get to the red light, to quite honestly. In the I'll use the red though for sure inside the center of the sunflower, because I make my browns with reds and blues. So anyway, so let me start that. But I'm also going to suggest only the yellow part of the leaves, and for that I'm going to use in this first step, and that's cadmium lemon. I'm using DaVinci Watercolor Paints. They are a professional grade watercolor paint that are quite expensive. All watercolor paints, especially cadmiums, are expensive. But you know, if you can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear, that's what I've always heard. So what I'm going to do, I'm wetting my brush, and I'm just going to start. I'm going to start painting loosely, painting in this light is coming from here. Okay, keep that in mind. It's hitting the edges of this sunflower, and then this side of the sunflower is throwing darkness over the other side. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just putting in the cat. So I'm wetting the paper as I'm adding and I go from. Actually, I'll tell you what, the truth of the matter, I'm getting in the groove here. The best thing to do for a petal is to paint inside. Now, let me see. Try it. See what works best for you. Okay, so now I have all of that. Now then, that's that color yellow. And while I'm in there, I'm going to go ahead and paint the yellow, the light of the cadmium yellow lemon is coming here. It's hitting here. It's hitting the back of that of the stem, and it's hitting back here. It's hitting back there. It's hitting. I don't necessarily want all that yellow to touch this yellow, so I'm not putting all that in, but I'm suggesting some of that cadmium yellow lemon, but not actually touching this, because I don't want the oranges to draw into my greens unless I want them to. So that's hard to understand. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the next color in, which is cadmium yellow medium. And there's not all that much dark over here, because maybe between the petals. Cadmium yellow, but over here it's very cadmium yellow. In fact, that almost could be the first color you put in over here. But over here, just a little bit on the bottom side of the petal. Between the petals, it's going to be dark. And then I'm going to go to cadmium yellow dark. Now then, I already said you don't really need cadmium yellow dark. You can make cadmium yellow dark by mixing cadmium yellow medium and cadmium yellow orange. I mean, cadmium orange, not cadmium yellow orange, but cadmium orange. But I have it, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. Do you see how it's progressively getting darker? And I don't want that everywhere. I'm just down here at the base where at the bottom and at the base. Now then, I'm going to cadmium orange. Now then, like I said, over here it's darker because the light's hitting here. The whole petal over here is darker. I mean, the whole flower over here is darker because the light is hitting here and it's casting shadow on this side of the flower. I paint wet and wet almost exclusively. Well, I do paint. I do sometimes tighten up, but not much. I'm not much of a tightener upper. Now then, while I have this cadmium orange, I'm going to go ahead and suggest the top of this because the cadmium orange is gonna be right there. And I might just go ahead and put just a tad of red in this, and understand any place you let color, water meet water, it's gonna run. And I like some running, I don't like other. See that how it's running? Some of that's okay, but you just need to know what you're doing. You know when you're doing it and hope for the best. Okay, so that's my first step.